December 5, 1945. 5 U.S. Navy bombers take off from Fort Lauderdale on a routine training mission. 2 hours later, all 5 vanish into thin air. No distress debris, no oil slicks, no bodies. And when a giant rescue plane is deployed to find them, it vanishes too. In less than 5 hours, 27 men and 6 aircraft simply cease to exist. For nearly a century, this patch of ocean has been called a graveyard, a portal, and a sea of devils. But what actually happened out there is far darker than aliens or Atlantean magic. Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle. Stretching from the southern tip of Florida down toward Puerto Rico and up to Bermuda, this stretch of open ocean has claimed over 1,000 ships and 200 aircraft.
Even early explorers crossing these waters in the 1400s reported erratic compass readings and strange lights dancing on the horizon.
But it wasn't until the 1960s, when a writer coined the term Bermuda Triangle, that America became obsessed. The narrative was clear. Enter this zone and physics stops applying. But to understand why, we look at one flight.
This flight was led by an experienced Navy lieutenant with over 2,500 flying hours.
It was a clear afternoon, a simple navigation exercise. But 90 minutes in, the lead aircraft's instruments failed. Radio towers in Florida intercepted the pilot's desperate transmissions.
Both of my compasses are out, he reported.
We cannot tell which way is west. Everything is wrong. Even the ocean doesn't look like it should. Disoriented, the pilot believed they were over the Florida Keys. In reality, he was flying deeper into the Atlantic.
As night fell, a massive storm moved in. Visibility dropped to 0, and fuel was running dry.
At 1904, the last faint signal was picked up, then complete silence. The Navy launched a massive search effort. Rescue planes scoured the ocean through the storm. One rescue plane carrying 13 men exploded mid-air due to a fuel leak. By morning, 27 men were gone. For decades, pop culture blamed alien abductions, time warps, and underwater magnetic anomalies. But when oceanographers and investigators analyzed the actual data, a very different picture emerged. First, rogue waves. The Bermuda Triangle sits right where storms from multiple directions converge. These rogue waves reach up to 100 feet high, capable of overwhelming a large ship within seconds.
Second, microbursts. Sudden, violent air downdrafts that can slam an aircraft directly into the ocean.
Third, a powerful ocean current running right through the triangle, an underwater river flowing at several miles per hour.
Anything that crashes, debris, oil slicks, rafts, is swept hundreds of miles away within hours. That's why nothing is ever found. Here is the ultimate plot twist. Statistically, the Bermuda Triangle doesn't actually stand out. It is one of the most heavily traveled shipping and flight corridors in the entire world. Proportionally, no more ships or planes vanish here than in any other ocean zone on Earth. U.S. maritime authorities officially state that there is no evidence of unusual disappearance rates in the area.
The Bermuda Triangle wasn't built by alien portals. It was built by human error and unpredictable ocean storms.
The mystery was largely manufactured by authors and media looking for sensational bestsellers. Because deep down, we'd rather believe in monsters than face the cold truth of how unforgiving the ocean really is.
Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into history's darkest mysteries. Be alive, uncovering the unexplained.